with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. Watching you find. You better be afraid of me. You get it.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
No. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Heuerman. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Get that ball. Mike 55. Go. Go, tackle. Go.
From just shy of midfield, Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check back. Check 43.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the twin.
Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jeremiah Tauchu just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch the pass. Hey, echo. Go. 55. Check, 55.
Now Locke throwing on second down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Lock to throw on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Throwing his Lock on third down. Going for it all. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. 7-7, our score after one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Set up. 8, read. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. He's coming. We got double up. Speed grip.
Throwing now is Locke. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Go! Hit it.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Let's go!
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Check, 55. I got you, boy. Out. Kill. Hey, Sam on. Kill, turn up. Check.
From the 35 on second down, Locke. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's got his tight end fan. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Now, 36, 180, 180,
Now a handoff working right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Clock will try again on 2nd down. He completes this to Sutton. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Let's go! Let's go!
12 yards. And the Broncos first down.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Express. 59 mark, check. Hey, 734. Hey, Foxtrot. 59.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, he's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Go! He's checking.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the pass. Check 9. Get it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they try the right side here. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Set, ready, 50, plant. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Yep. 55. Check, 55. Mike. Now.
On 1st down, Lock. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. Yes.
A give, running right, Lindsey.
Number 30, Philip Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
It's a gain of 4.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Lock gonna go on 4th down. He's got his man on the crossing route. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Lock. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Get ready. That's it. Kill.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
White. Coming after you.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They look to throw. It's Lock. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And taken right on the 30. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shane Ray in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike.
Now a play fake. Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Check 59, Mike.
Now Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick.
when they're ready.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one.